everyone, it's Molly. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I did want to say happy holidays to everyone. I love this time of year and it's just wonderful. And for any of those that are still thinking about our acrylic pouring course, through the end of the year, we're going to be offering a discount. It is ART20. So tonight for this painting, it is two 16 by 40 inch paintings, and it's going to be on a gray base with orange and blue and green as the colors on the inside. So I tried it once before. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the gray that I had and some of the other colors. So we'll see how this one's going to turn out. I think I've done some tweaking and I'm always learning from everything that I do. And then as well, I talk you through in this video some of my most asked questions and I give you some answers to those. You can always drop me more questions down in the comment box, and if there are any that I can answer, then maybe I'll make another video like this as well. Hope that you enjoy. Let's paint. All right, hello everyone. I just got finished with a major fail, so I am going to use it as a learning experience and I'm going to try it again. I made this whole video for you, answered my most asked questions. Yeah, and the painting was not even video worthy, so I'm going to redo it, and I always take these as experiences, and I'm going to change my stuff around. So as you can see, I had a darker gray color on there. I just scraped it off, wiped it with paper towels, and I'm gonna start again. These canvases are now dry again. But it also helped me with painting my edges, which I had already done once. But so I am gonna use a lighter gray this time. I made this gray out of Amsterdam neutral gray and white. It does have a lot of air bubbles, so I am gonna have to pop this. But I wanted to answer some questions while I do this. So first question I get a lot is, why do you paint your sides? And I do that because this is so large. This is two 16 by 40 inch canvases. It's because when I'm using the colors, sometimes the canvas will show through when the paints are very thin, and especially if they're transparent colors. So if they're transparent or semi-transparent, I always paint the canvas. Otherwise, like black, white, sky blue, those colors you don't need to paint as much, but it just helps to give good side coverage. And I do use regular acrylic tube paint right out of the tube and paint it onto the sides. Uh-oh, there we go. My other question is about this torch, which is on its last leg, unfortunately. This is a butane torch, and it's Urban Creator brand. Someone sent it to me a long time ago, the creator of this. And I've used it. I actually love it. The first one actually broke on me, so I was like, I don't know. And then I actually ended up loving this one. It's not available on Amazon anymore, but a viewer reached out to me and said that they could find it on eBay, and not under this brand name, but it looks exactly like this one. So I use butane for this. And the torch is just to get rid of the bubbles, like bubbles down. I don't know why I always think of that when I say the word bubbles. It's from Little Britain. Hilarious TV series. All right, I'll worry more about the bubbles when I guess I have to say it that way now every time I say it. When I blow this out. So let me blow this out, and I'm gonna keep answering questions along the way too. Another question that I get is, what blow dryer do you use? So there are some really strong blow dryers. This is not one of them. This is an old school Revlon blow dryer. It's years and years and years old. I got the attachment that you see there from Amazon, and I have a bunch of different attachments as well. And I blow on low, which is down, or I've learned that by now, or I blow on with cool when I'm doing really big canvases because that gives a burst. All right, okay, so now I'm gonna do my colors, and what I realized last time as well is that when I did just a big strip in the middle, when I blew up, I had these puddles of color. So I think I'm gonna do more like circles here so that I can kind of blow and I won't have so much paint puddled directly in the center. So I'm gonna start with my blue, the dark blue. I am gonna go about halfway. I'm trying to remember not to put too much paint on there. It's so far to reach across. Is this my full-time job? No, I work a full-time 40+ hour a week job, and I do this on the side. It is what makes me happy, and it just kind of turned from my hobby into a second job. So, ooh, some of that needs to be sloshed around a little bit. Okay, so yeah, this was something that I just started doing for fun, and I really enjoyed like the chemistry behind it, and I just decided to play around. I wanted to make some artwork for my home, and I had always done like either realistic-ish type stuff or abstract, and I really liked this new form of abstract art. And the first people that I watched were, I think it was Melly D and Karen from Waterfall Acrylics and Gina DeLuca. Those were three of my top people that I watched pretty often. Ooh, that orange. These colors, by the way, were picked by the family. I think that that's so cool. They each picked like one of their favorite colors. I don't know how they're gonna, they didn't come out amazing, but I left out my white in the last one that I did, so I'm gonna see if I can redo that. Okay. Still a lot of color here, but I think it'll be better than just having just the straight line. Yeah, and I watched them and I just fell in love with how organic it was. Next question, how do I finish? I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. I kind of want this orange to pop through. How do I finish my paintings? I use Liquitex. It's gonna be pretty orange. I have a lot of TV references in here today. Ooh, I don't know if I should have done that. I use Liquitex gloss varnish for the most part. And okay, now I'm getting to be a little bit too much here. I'm just gonna add my silver and my white. The Liquitex gloss varnish is my favorite. And I do use resin sometimes. I use KS resin. My links for everything are down below. KS resin is, I really like that resin and it cures really fast. I am an affiliate with them. But I don't resin every piece. One, because I don't have space to, and there's lint and cat hair and everything flying everywhere. But also, I really just like varnish and the UV protection that it has. Okay, this was what I forgot the last time as well, was my white, so hopefully this will react well. I have no idea. And then I just apply it with Gina DeLuca's method from a long time ago, which was just a car sponge. And this one is not very level. Just gonna move that over. A car sponge with pantyhose over it, and I just wipe it on, and it works perfectly for me. And if you are asking these kinds of questions and you want to know more, We have our acrylic pouring A to Z course. You know, if someone had told me, hey, there's a course that tells you everything that you need to know, man, would that have helped me when I was starting this. I mean, you know, there's nothing like experience, but to have everything in one place is amazing. All right, and I got to work with two pretty cool ladies too. All right, so I'm gonna blow this one out. Already, I think it's gonna be a little bit better, but we'll see. Wish me luck. This is much better. It's a little bit more muted because of the white. I feel like this time, because I used a lighter base than I did the last time, I could have left the white out, but I like this one. This is much more, lost a little bit of the lime green, still got it up in here. And it's really important the way that you blow these. So I'm really trying to take my time and kind of wiggle this to where I want it to go. I am so much happier with this one than I am with the other one that I did. So I'm really glad that I redid it. I am just gonna soften some of these edges down here. I don't like it when they're so jagged. Love that up there though, leaving that the way that it is. I wish there was a little bit more asymmetry on this one. Maybe I can create it by doing that. Yeah, because I don't like them just to be all blown upward or all blown downward. I am actually really happy with this. I am going to give it another good torch. I like the bright kind of pops of linear color that are here in the center. Now, what I did different on this one, which I wish I had done on this one, I started from the side on this one and blew across. I started from the center on this one, and you can see it gave like more of a linear type color in the middle. I do want to drag just a little bit of this down into there. And I do have like this one, see this one looks like a little bit, I can actually probably just tilt it. I think it's because I'm off a little bit as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna get these off this table as soon as possible because it's not fully level. But overall, I really like these. So it's gonna be really hard to get these like all the way in camera. And they are definitely different. So what I did, I added just a little bit more streaks of orange in this one. But I will show you all the details that are in there. I might play around with that orange streak and make it just a little bit less noticeable. But there are so many details. And I'll have to say, one of my favorite color combinations is orange and blue. I can't even get over there. And I was a little skeptical that this would just go to maybe a not so pleasant color. But I really, the one that I messed up on earlier, I'm really happy I retried this one. So this is one where I'm gonna have to let it dry, and I feel like it's just gonna be stunning. So I will show you the dried result. So it's actually, these are so big, it's actually very hard to get them all in frame. So here is this one, and the colors are extremely bright in the center of this one. You can see some of the details. It dried really pretty. Love that part right there. And then this one was a lot more muted, and I did go ahead and drag some of the orange through it, but the details in this one are also just amazing. And I love the pops of orange that came out. I will say I was extremely surprised. I think out of this one, that's my favorite part right there. But I was extremely surprised at how these came out. I can't even get them. I'll talk to you over here. How they came out. And they are different, but they will be hanging together, and the client does like them. But this was just a very different color combination for me. And I'm actually glad that they're not exactly the same, because I think that that adds some interest to them. But love the top portion of them. Kind of chaotic in the middle, and then softens back up at the bottom of each of them. Love the movement, the direction. A little bit different and took a little bit extra work, but I really like them. So I hope that you do too. Thanks for watching. Happy painting. Bye.